Hello, and welcome to the BMC Quick Course Series. My name is Ross Cochran, and I'm a software consultant for the middleware products at BMC Software. In this demo, I will give you an introduction to MainView for WebSphere Application Server, or WAS. Built upon the BMC MainView architecture, MainView for WebSphere Application Server provides full-featured monitoring and an IBM WebSphere Application Server for ZOS environment. The MainView for WebSphere Application Server product offers a clear picture of the availability and health of your WebSphere Application Server environment. From the TSO ISPF PDF menu, select MV, or whatever option your system programmer has set up. From the MainView selection menu, choose W for WebSphere and MQ series. Select the MainView for WebSphere product by typing 1 in the option field and pressing Enter. The context confirmation panel is displayed. This panel confirms initial parameters when selecting MainView for WebSphere Application Server. On the Session Control Parameters panel, enter your CAS system ID. To say a list of all the active system IDs, enter a question mark. Change or confirm the default values for the displayed fields. For full details, contact your MainView administrator. Press Enter. You're now ready to start using MainView for WebSphere Application Server. The J2EE View is your entry point for finding information about what's happening with your WebSphere Application Server environment. From this menu, you can jump to details about J2EE performance statistics, J2EE configuration information, J2EE or Corba servers, HTTP handler information, management beams, how the workload manager, WLM, is working with the WebSphere application server, bytecode implementation or BCI views, transaction throughput, and lastly, thread. MainView for WebSphere application server displays information in views. You can display views by entering a view name on the command line or by selecting an option from a menu. You can also access some views by hyperlinking from a highlighted field in another view. To display a list of all MainView for WebSphere Application Server views, type Views on the command line and press Enter. You can now PF8 through all the WebSphere Application Server related views. The first view we will look at is the SVR STA. This view reports the status of HTTP servers and J2EE related regions, including such key information as CPU usage, servlet response time, and JDBC query time. There are 4 possible server types listed under the server type column: J2EE, your base server, deployment manager, node agent, and lastly HTTP. MainView for WebSphere Application Server reports J2EE configuration information by providing details about the Java Virtual Machine, JVM, environment variables, and JVM properties that are being used in each base server. If a base server is a member of a WAS cell, then the base server will also be running with a WAS node agent. The WAS node agent will communicate the status of the associated base server to the centralized WAS deployment manager. Requests that flow into the WebSphere Application Server address space through the HTTP transport handler can be monitored with MainView for WebSphere Application Server. The information about each request includes the ID of the enclave that was created to process the request, an encapsulation of the request itself, the method that was used and the URI of the requested resource, and identifying information about the requesting client. You can now see more details on WS611. Now you can see that our context is set to WS61 cell. There is one node agent, WS61NEJ, is running on machine ESAJ. 2 additional servers, WS611EJ and WS612EJ are also running on ESA-J. No PMI, shown in yellow, indicates that the PMI servlet is not installed in these servers. The PMI servlet should have been installed as part of MainView for WebSphere Application Server. This servlet allows MainView for WebSphere Application Server to capture the IBM Performance Monitoring Infrastructure PMI data. Notice the Open BUS field. This is an indication if the server is up and available. Think of it as reflecting the Open for Business messages appearing in the WAS log when a server is fully initialized. To see the summary information, go to the SVR SUM view by entering SVR SUM on the command line. This overview provides an overview of HTTP servers and J2EE related regions, including any key information including the process ID, PID, port number, and region uptime. Select the Real STG field, Real Storage. This view displays the different types of storage being used by the server. There are two kinds of addresses space in the WebSphere for ZOS server, the controller and the servant. A controller region runs system authorized programs and manages tasks such as communications for the server. A servant region is the address space equivalent to the server on a distributed platform that has a J2EE web container and an EJB container. The WebSphere ZOS server has only one control region. However, it can have multiple servant regions. WebSphere for ZOS provides four types of servant regions: normal, CPU bound, I/O bound, and long wait. Each type of servant region was designed to handle different types of workloads. There's a special type of servant called the adjunct. The adjunct is used to handle special messaging, JFAP, and JCAI directly from the HTTP server. To see a summary of a WAS cluster, enter con for context cluster WS602 on the command line. Next we have the cluster of dynamic content. We are now displaying two application servers that are running members of cluster WS602. A cluster looks like a single server to the outside world. Thank you for your time. To view more demos about MainView for WebSphere Application Server, see the Related Demos box on the right side of the web page. To get more information about any BMC mainframe product, visit our web page. Thank you.